So God had to stretch forth his hand and do mighty, extraordinary miracles, signs, and wonders from day to day, as most, if not all of you might be aware. He changed the waters of Egypt into blood. One day when they woke up, every water in the land had turned to blood. And there was no water to drink. You open your refrigerator, you want to drink, everything was blood. Everything liquid had turned to blood. And that was a powerful sign. The Nile itself, the Nile was also seen as some kind of a god. And the Nile itself had turned also into blood, and it was a judgment on the gods of Egypt. And Pharaoh still said, when the people cried, when the people murmured and complained that, oh my king, let these people go, we are suffering, there's no water to drink, he refused. So when the signs and the wonders continued to be manifested in the land, it came to a point that he now sort of decided to change a bit. He decided to soften his stand a bit. And so he thought about something and decided to propose that to Moses and Aaron, whom God has sent to deliver the people. So let us see 4 compromises that he offered, 4 schemes, 4 wiles, in the form of compromises that he reached with Moses. The first one is in Exodus chapter 8. And verse 25. Exodus chapter 8 verse 25 says, Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron. When you read the previous verses, it has spoken about the miracle, the sign, the wonder of God producing swarms of flies in the land. And it was so much, there were so many flies that everybody became uncomfortable. So the people cried out to him, let the people go. He said, okay. Now Moses come. So Moses came, and Aaron stood before him and said, okay, I'm going to now soften my stand. You can go and worship your God. In verse 25, then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, go and sacrifice to your God in the land. Now, see how he put it. Moses came and said, God said, let my people go. Pharaoh says, okay, go. But sacrifice to your God in the land. Go. But serve God right here in the land. And you would think it was a good bargain. After all, God says, let my people go. And the king is saying, go. But he qualified with the second part of the statement. Go, but serve God right here in the land. And if you study the Bible, anytime the Bible in such circumstances speaks about Egypt, it was talking about not the political Egypt of today, but in those days and spiritually, the land of Egypt is a land of sin. It's a land as compared to the spiritual Israel. So Pharaoh was saying, go, but you are not going, you are here. And today, that kind of compromise has been offered to so many people around the world. The devil, if he was able to prevent you from going to church at all, that is his first priority. To prevent you from coming to the Lord, but to prevent you from even entering a church ever in your life. You could have done that. And I guess in the life of many of us, the devil had struggled and had schemed and worked and had done everything to prevent some of you from ever coming to the Lord. But somehow, God gave you the opportunity. And He opened the way for you to come. But if He cannot prevent you from going to church, if He cannot prevent you from going to know the Lord, then at least He can prevent you from being what you are supposed to be. That's what He seeks to do. So, He says, okay, go to church. It's no big deal. Now everybody is going to church. It's not fashionable to stay at home. For people to come knocking at your door and say, are you a Christian? Are you a believer? Or can I share a track with you? No. Don't sit at home. Go to church. So go. But serve God still in the world of sin. Remain in sin and serve God. Remain in sin and serve God. Serve God, but it's no big deal. You want to go to church? Go ahead. To such an extent that today religion has become a cover-up. A cover-up. Go to church and remain in lies. Go to church and remain in gossiping, fornication, adultery. Go to church and steal. He is offering Christianity without conversion. That's what the devil is offering to many people around the world today. Christianity without conversion. Some kind of remorse without repentance. Go, but serve God in the land. The rich young ruler came to Jesus and said, Master, what need I do to be saved? Because I have obeyed, I have followed religion. I've done this, I've done that, I've obeyed the law. Jesus said, you have done well. But there remains one thing. Go, serve, give, and come and follow me. Be my disciple. And he began to scratch the head. The Bible said he went away. Just like that. He couldn't pay the price of following Christ. People just want something that is convenient. Convenient. No wonder unbelievers look at certain churchgoers, and when you come to our part of the world, in Ghana, in Africa, you see people buy vehicles, commercial transport vehicles. They write all kinds of things on it. Some write, is this your kind of Christianity? And that may well have referred to somebody he stays with who goes to church every day, but whose lifestyle is so questionable. People just don't write anything, they write on purpose. So, Pharaoh says, go, but worship God right here in the land. Then he tells Moses this. And Moses was supposed to have jumped up and said, yes, At least we can remain here and worship our God. But Moses said, no way.